Tombstone, Arizona Territory, June 18, 1885.
I don't want any trouble. So just sit easy. You won't get hurt.
If this is a holdup, you're in for a big disappointment.
A few minutes of your time. That's all I want.
Considering the circumstances, I guess I'm in no position to refuse. Maybe you better sit down.
All the best people are wearing them these days. It's the latest fashion at the Yuma prison.
Vince Harper.
Changed some. Not for the better. Lost a few pounds. 5 years of my life. And a lot of faith in humanity.
Why'd you come to me, Vince?
You've got to help me. I didn't kill Frank Carney.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The morning of June 19, 1885.
Sheriff Hollister?
That's right.
I'm Dan Kirby, captain of the prison guard at Yuma.
Oh, good to meet you, Kirby. You kind of strayed off your stamping ground, haven't you?
If you're saying I'd rather be home eating breakfast, you're right. Ed and me's been in the saddle for 10 hours.
Well, I don't guess this is a social call, then.
We're hunting one of your former citizens, Vince Harper.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Murdered a man named Frank Carney about 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember. That was just before I got here. He got a life sentence, didn't he?
The jailbird got tired of being locked up. Broke out 4 days ago.
And you think he might be in this area?
Tracked him to Tucson. He was headed this way.
Well, maybe there's some truth in that old story about a killer always returning to the scene of his crime.
I don't know about that. But I'll catch up with him. You can bet on it.
You sound pretty sure of yourself.
I ain't lost a man so far. Some run fast, some run slow. But I always catch up with them. One way or another, they all go back to Yuma.
What's that supposed to mean?
The prison gives me $50 for every prisoner I bring back alive. If they resist and I have to kill them, I get an extra 50 for my trouble. You'd be surprised how many men would rather resist than go back to a nice, safe cell.
Well, from what I've heard of your little jail, I can't blame them.
They've broken the law, and that means they've got to pay for it.
I'll keep an eye out for Harper.
Telegraph me. I'll be checking the border area around Naco.
Be glad to.
Appreciate your cooperation, Sheriff. Let's get moving, Ed.
Morning, Harris.
Oh, Clay.
Kind of early in the day for you to have your nose stuck in such a big book, isn't it?
These are the court records of the Vince Harper trial.
Yeah, I know. I was just over to the courthouse looking for them. Seth Adams told me you'd borrowed them.
Yeah, well, I wanted to brush up on the case a little. His escape is news.
How'd you hear about that so fast?
Well, I've got my sources, too. I never did believe Harper was guilty. The more I study these court records, the more I'm sure of it.
Well, the judge and jury disagreed with you.
Well, mistakes have been made before. Any particular reason you want to see those, Clay?
Yeah, there's a fellow by the name of Dan Kirby. He's captain of the Yuma Guards here looking for him.
Oh, what happens if you find him?
I'll turn him over to Kirby. Thought these records might help me locate him. Find out who his friends were.
Well, Vince had a lot of friends. He was a well-liked man.
Until he started drinking. That made him belligerent and aggressive.
Oh, that's true.
Got him into a lot of fights.
Well, in my opinion, that still doesn't add up to murder.
I don't know much about the trial. What was the murder all about?
A fight. He and his partner had a fight over the Oriental. Had to be separated.
Yeah, it says here that later on the Dickersons found Harper standing over Kearney's body with a gun in his hand.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, now look, Harris, you know better than I do. You can go back and check the records of any trial and find reason to believe a man's guilty or innocent. But this one, I don't know.
You ever seen the inside of Yuma Prison, Clay?
No.
A row of black caves, complete with iron doors and chains. Must be bad enough for a guilty man. But for an innocent one.
Well, I'm willing to give anybody the benefit of the doubt. This time I agree with the verdict.
All the evidence didn't come out at the trial, Clay. There was a missing witness. A dance hall girl named Laura Coleman. She could prove that Harper didn't kill Kearney. He couldn't have. She had his gun. Harper gave her his gun.
Where'd you get that information?
I could have gotten it out of there.
Oh, Mr. Clyburn, something I can do for you?
I need a little information. Do you remember a girl named Laura Coleman? Used to work here about 5 years ago.
Nope, can't say that I do. Walton High may be able to help you, though.
Laura Coleman? Sure, I remember her. Pretty girl, as I recall. Left town, several years ago.
Do you know where she went?
No.
Hard telling. A girl like that don't generally leave a forwarding address.
No. I guess not.
Oh, that guard from Yuma was in. Any news yet on the whereabouts of Harper, Mr. Clyburn?
No. Seems to be quite a mystery, doesn't it?
Don't imagine it can happen quick enough for Walton Howie. It was mainly their testimony that convicted him.
A man under oath's got to speak the truth, you know. Howie and me just did what we had to. We found him standing over the body with a gun in his hand.
What I don't understand is why he came back here in the first place.
Hard to say. Seems to me if he was guilty, this would be the last place he'd show up.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just a thought.
Well, Harper don't scare me none. Would me. 5 years in prison can warp a man's thinking. No telling what he has on his mind.
Could be he escaped prison to get revenge. Seems to me the fight started over a poker game. Do you remember who else besides Harper was in the game with Kearney the night of the murder?
Oh, let's see. There was Lou Knowlton, Mike Craig, and Howie and Walt. Yeah, Walt was one of the big losers.
I guess it was kind of lucky Vince Harper got caught so quick. Otherwise, you two might have had some tall explaining to do.
You got a big mouth, editor. If you don't keep it closed, I'll earmark you. Just like one of my steers.
Now, you don't want to get into any more trouble.
What do you mean, more trouble?
Give me a bottle of whiskey.
Yes, sir.
Oh, put it in a sack, will you?
Anything you say, Mr. Clyburn.
Good day, gentlemen.
Oh, Mr. Clyburn. I appreciate your business.
The night of June 19, 1885.
I was a fool to come back. Should have headed for Mexico.
And remained a fugitive for the rest of your life.
I'll die before I go back to Yuma. I'm not going back.
With that new information you've given me about Laura Coleman, we got something to work on.
I know I gave her the gun. I know it.
I think you've had enough for tonight, Vince.
Not near enough.
Look, Vince, I'm trying to help you.
It's too late. 5 years too late. I should have thought about Laura at the time of the trial.
Well, if you hadn't been drinking so heavily the night of the murder, you'd have remembered what happened. Seems to me you'd have learned a lesson. Now, that's enough for tonight.
Now, wait a minute, Harris.
You wait a minute.
Nobody
Vince.
tells me.
It's a dangerous thing I'm trying to do for you. You came to me for help, and I think you're innocent. But don't go giving me a bad time.
Sorry. I guess that got me into enough trouble. But I needed it tonight, Harris. After Yuma, I needed it.
In here, quick. I'll be right with you.
Oh, Harris.
Well, hey, glad you dropped by. Come on in.
Thanks. Well, what's the matter? Business so bad that you've taken to drink?
Is there anything in particular you want to see me about, Clay?
Yeah, I wanted to get some more information about that missing witness, Laura. All right, Harris, what's going on?
Well,
Now stop playing around and tell me the truth.
I have nothing to tell you, Clay.
Well, let's talk about Vince Harper.
All right, what do you want to know?
He hasn't been found yet. I got an idea that somebody is shielding him. No matter what the reason, that's still harboring a criminal.
Clay, we've known each other a long time. Long enough to trust each other.
Yeah, I thought so, too. Looks like I was wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong about Harper. Just this once, as a favor to me, forget what you know.
I'm sorry you asked that.
I'll be personally responsible. Just give me a little time to uncover some facts.
Where is he, Harris?
Clay, he's innocent. I know he is. Give me just 1 day to find out.
You've turned up some new evidence?
Yes, I think I have. And if I can find Laura Coleman, she can prove that Harper didn't kill
It's
Carney.
kind of late in the day to be pulling witnesses out of the hat, isn't it?
Vince was drunk that night. At the trial, he couldn't remember what happened. But he knows now. He knows he couldn't have killed Carney because he gave Laura Coleman his gun. Give me just a little time to find her.
I'm sorry, Harris. I've got a job to do.
Well, I've got a job to do, too. A newspaper has a duty to fight injustice and stand up for people who have no one else to turn to. Vince will die before he goes back to Yuma prison. Give me 1 day. 1 day to find out what happened to that girl. Where is Dan Kirby?
He's in Naco.
But it'll take 24 hours for you to notify him and for him to get back. Give me those 24 hours, Clay. I'll vouch for Vince. I give you my word.
You better be right, Harris.
During the next 24 hours, I tried desperately to get a line on Laura Coleman. I questioned a number of the townspeople, but nobody knew of her whereabouts. She seemed to have vanished. The night of June 20, 1885. The 24 hours had passed. Come in.
Time's up, Harris. I've got to take him into custody.
Clay, give me just a little more time.
We made a bargain, remember?
Vince? Vince?
All right, where is he?
I don't know. He can't have gone far. I was talking with him just a few
Well, if
minutes
he
ago.
gets away, I'm going to have to bring charges against you.
You don't think I planned this, do you?
Did you?
June 21, 1885. Dan Kirby had returned to Tombstone to pick up his prisoner.
A convicted killer, and you let him walk the streets. What kind of a lawman are you?
You've gone too far, Hollister. People won't stand still for this. You can bet on it.
I'm responsible for that. I needed time to find a missing witness.
I spend a week trailing a killer, and you let him go loose?
I think you spent a week trailing an innocent man.
Innocent? Every cutthroat in prison claims he's innocent.
All right, you're wasting time. Harper couldn't have gone far. Let's go get him.
I've had enough out of you, Hollister. From now on, I'll handle this myself.
Well, what happened to you?
A fella jumped me just outside of town. Took my horse and gun.
What do you look like?
Tall, thin, no hat, and a wild look in his eyes.
That's Harper, all right. Which direction did he head?
South, toward the border.
All right, Harris, you got any more suggestions?
Clay,
I'm in quite a hole, Mr. Editor, and so are you.
Clay, I'm sorry about this, but I still don't think that Vince...
You didn't think he'd run out either.
You better go have a doctor look at that.
Mr. Claiborne?
Yes? Something I can do for you?
I'd say it was the other way around. I'm Mrs. Andrews.
Mrs. Andrews?
Laura Coleman. Is something wrong?
No. It's just not every day I come back to my office and find the answer to a prayer.
I'd hardly say I was that. I read about Vince in the newspaper in Tucson. I just couldn't live with myself any longer, that's all.
Well, that doesn't concern us now.
I let a man go to prison because I was afraid for my own life.
Well, you're here now. That's what counts. Come on inside. Mrs. Andrews, Vince Harper claims that on the night of the murder, he gave you his gun.
That's right. He was drinking and unreasonable. When he left the Oriental, I followed him out and I made him give it to me.
Well, did he come back later and get it?
No.
Miss Andrews, what did happen to the gun?
Walt and Howie Dickerson took it from me. They said they'd give it back to him later.
Well, that's it. Now we've got something to go on. First thing we'll do is see the sheriff and tell him your story. And then we'll pay a little visit to the Dickersons.
Couldn't you do that without me?
Miss Andrews, Vince Harper has spent 5 years of his life in prison for a crime he didn't commit. I can understand your fear, but you should have come forward at the trial.
I was afraid to testify at the trial. The morning after the murder, I received a note with $100 in it. All it said was, "Leave town, or we'll kill you."
Well, nothing's going to happen to you now. But if we don't find Vince Harper, he may be a dead man. 2 guards from Yuma prison are tracking him down right now, and if he resists, they'll kill him. Come with me.
One thing. Why did you finally come back to Tombstone after all this time? Conscience?
That had something to do with it, not all.
Well, I'm afraid I don't understand.
I'm married now. I have a home, a lovely daughter. All the things I never thought I could have. My husband doesn't know about my past. And for 5 years, I've been afraid that someone would recognize me and tell him. Now I want to tell him myself. First, I have to help Vince. He's been in prison because of me.
Lee, have you seen the Dickersons?
An hour ago, they were in the Oriental.
Let's go to the Oriental.
Hello, Walt. Howie. Don't you remember me?
I thought you had more sense than to come back here.
You scared me out of town once. It won't happen again.
That's where you're wrong.
Maybe we ought to take a little walk and talk this out. Don't you think so, Howie?
A fine idea.
Take your hands off the lady, Howie.
This ain't your business, Hollister.
I'm making it my business. You're both under arrest.
For what?
Murder of Frank Carney.
You're loco. Everybody knows Vince Harper killed him.
Everybody but Laura.
Whatever she told you is a lie.
Sure it is. Nobody believe a cheap dance hall girl.
Vince couldn't have done it, and you know it. You had his gun.
Well, I guess there's enough new evidence to reopen the case.
You're not locking me up, Hollister.
That's up to you, Howie.
Take him, Howie.
Hold it, Walt.
Well, there's one Dickerson won't be going to jail. Now we better find Vince before Kirby does.
I'll take care of things here.
Well, which way now? I don't know, but it better be the right one. That Kirby's trigger happy. He wants that double pay. I hope that's not what I think it is. Come on. Hold your fire. Get out.
Stay out of this, Hollister. I don't want to lose him this time.
Harper is innocent. We've got proof.
Now, look, I don't want any more interference. I'm going to take him the way he's asking. Dead.
You can't kill an innocent man. Give me a chance to talk to him.
That might be dangerous, Harris. You might think it's a trap.
Vince knows me and trusts me. He'll believe me.
You'll get a bullet for your trouble.
Harris! Vince! It's me, Harris. I want to talk to you. You won't need that gun anymore, Vince. Give it to me.
I'm not going back, Harris. I'd rather die here than at Yuma.
You don't have to go back, Vince. Laura Coleman showed up. She's identified the real killers.
Don't you come any closer, Harris.
Howie Dickerson is dead. The sheriff has Walt Dickerson in a cell right now.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
Have I ever lied to you, Vince? You'll just have to trust me. It's all right, Clay. I convinced him. June 24, 1885. After one of the shortest trials in Tombstone history, Walt Dickerson was on his way to Yuma Prison.
I got a different man, but at least I won't be going back empty-handed.
You got the right man.
Well, I'm not the type to say I told you so, but I did.
All right, Harris.
I'm kind of glad to be leaving Tombstone. You fellas run your town mighty peculiar.
Well, at least one of the Dickersons going back to serve out Vince Harper's term.
Yuma Prison. I wonder if the one on Boot Hill isn't better off.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Naco, Mexico, 30 miles south of Tombstone, Arizona Territory.
Where are the other faceless ones? Where is Santiago? Where is he hidden?
Comandante Nexor, ¿cómo está?
Señorita Marta Teresa. Where is the man you told me about? You call this a man? This is a boy.
What would you call me if I brought in Santiago? A boy or a man?
A miracle worker. A hero.
I can get him for you. If you want him badly enough to make it worth my while.
Badly enough. Only the simple fact of his body can convince these superstitious campesinos that he's truly dead. I can fight a man. I cannot fight a myth. Santiago. In person. Dead or alive. 20,000 pesos reward.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened. In the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The night of October 13, 1886. Los Sin Cara, the faceless ones, had reached Tombstone. The territory was to become the unwilling host to the desperate fighters for freedom, or bandits, depending on who you believed.
Wonder who they are.
I don't know yet.
Need any help?
No, just stand by. Senor Clay Hollister?
See?
We are Los Sin Cara. Santiago, our leader, said you would know us by his ring.
They sure look done in. Bet they haven't had any food or water for a couple of days.
Santiago.
The leader of the faceless ones. You know him, Clay?
Yeah, we were schoolmates. Looks like you came across the border to get away from Nexer. What do you want in Tombstone? We need provisions. Santiago said you were his friend, that you would let us go on. Others might turn us back to Nexer to collect the reward. I can't let you stay in the territory. We're hungry. We need food.
It's the emptiest wagon I ever looked into. Poor fellows just about sold their saddles.
Where'll you go? As far as we can. We won't stay in Tombstone territory. This I promise you. You understand that I've got to uphold the law. I can't let you through carrying your guns. It's the law of the trail. We don't turn a man loose without a gun to protect himself. I'm sorry. Bueno, Santiago would not go against you. Los rifles, muchachos. That it? All except our knives. That's good enough for me. We're very grateful, Senor Hollister. Santiago. Where is he now? No matter where one is, one's friends are always close. Santiago is with you now. Muchas gracias, amigos. Adiós. Vamos, muchachos. Adiós. ¡Viva los centeros! ¡Viva!
The morning of October 14, 1886, Charlie Petrie made a grim discovery.
Yeah, it's blood. I guess that wagon wasn't so empty after all.
False bottom?
Had to be. Guess Santiago was closer than I thought. They must have been carrying him in the wagon.
Yeah. Badly wounded, too.
Harris, this could be real trouble. If Santiago's as badly off as all that blood seems to indicate, they can't take him far. They'll have to hide him around here, in the territory.
Yeah, and if Nexer finds out, he'll raid in after him for sure.
I better get to Santiago first.
In the afternoon, the trail split, and the marks showed the Mexicans had divided their party. The three horsemen had cut off towards Mexico, undoubtedly in a try to slip across the border. But the wagon tracks continued. Clay Hollister knew they must have headed for the shelter of the Rocky Hills. It was a natural spot for an ambush.
Aguilar? Move, senor. Do not make me kill you. Follow a trail like a bloodhound. You're on the run with Santiago. He has stopped running. And so have I. Now that I know we must stop, I have decided to bring you to him. You trust me? Implicitly. Now the gun belt.
Clay Hollister had found his friend and former Academy classmate, the guerrilla hero who, armed only with the dream of democracy and freedom, had fought the military despot, Comandante Nexer.
Santiago.
Would that we could march again at our academy, amigo. Tell me, did I wear my uniform well?
Your uniform's what you believe.
Thank you for what you have done.
I didn't do anything.
This, in itself, is an act of friendship.
Let me get you a doctor, Santiago.
No use.
Well, is there anything I can do?
There is. Can I ask an old friend a favor? My young brother, Juan, a boy. I was to take care of him. I gave him nothing. No legacy.
Your fight for your people's freedom's a legacy.
Find him, Clay. Only you can do it. Bring him up to me before I die. To try to make him understand.
But I don't know where to look.
Aguilar knows.
No, Santiago, no. Must not let him know where you are.
Juan. Juanito.
Where is he? Listen to me, senor. The boy's dirt. He's a weakling. He's dangerous. Take the guns back. Look for him at the cantina in Naco.
It was a desperate race against time for a friend. And the prize was a few words to be exchanged between brothers before death claimed the stakes. October 15, 1886.
Oye, mozo.
Give me a chance. Let me show you what love is for its own sake.
Leave me alone.
I want to dance with you.
There's no music.
You're my muse.
And you're a foolish child. You are Senor Clay Hollister?
See?
You asked to see me? Drink?
No, no drink. Just talk.
Drink 5 centavos. Just talk 20.
I'm looking for a man named Juan.
My life is full of Juans.
Well, maybe this will help you concentrate on the one that I'm looking for.
Suddenly I like you. You may speak about yourself for nothing.
My only interest is Juan, whose brother is Santiago.
Los sin cara?
See?
You lied to me. You told me you were looking for a man. Wait.
I think I'm wasting my time.
What's your hurry?
Santiago's dying.
I'm sorry. I was just being cautious.
Cautious about what?
Well, I thought you might be one of Comandante Nexo's glorious tricks. Santiago's brother would be killed on sight.
Then you can reach him.
Give me a little time.
All right. There's a dry wash about a mile from here that forks over the border. I'll wait there until sunup.
Silence. It's golden.
$20,000. I am an army all by myself, and you offer me that?
How many men do you want? 40? I'll give you 4.
I want none. I go in by myself. I bring him back by myself. Me, alone.
Alone? And if I say no?
Then, Comandante,
You will never find him.
It angers me to hear a boy talk like a man.
I'll show you the kind of a man that I am.
Hey, Martha, listen to your boy, a regular torero, a matador.
He offers to bring you the bull's ears, Comandante.
Does he know he has to get past the horns to get to them?
Are you interested in bullfighting or the capture of Santiago?
I want Santiago as the main attraction at the fiesta in the plaza.
Then I'll bring him to you at my price.
20,000 pesos. Dead or alive. But in the plaza.
80,000 pesos. You offer me 20,000 and the use of 4 men. Going alone makes me 4 times as brave.
And you can perform as spectacularly as you boast, huh?
Try me.
Oh, adoro.
Done. Payment on delivery.
Hey, Matador.
Simple answer to a simple question. How do you expect to find and catch the famous Santiago?
he has sent for me. He is my brother.
October 16, 1886. Juan was on his way to meet Clay Hollister. Commandante Nexar also had a mission.
You promised Juan that you would not follow him. He gave you his word that he would bring in Santiago alone.
What good is the word of an animal that believes in nothing?
If he betray his own brother, what can I expect from him?
Can he still expect the reward?
Of course, as long as he leads me to Santiago. Who's the man who came for him?
A man?
Exert yourself, senorita. Struggle to remember his name.
I will try.
Do so.
Juan, brother of Santiago? See. Prove it. Those were the days. We had a ranch, many cattle.
But these revolutionary ideas of Santiago, they took everything away.
We better hurry.
We had everything. We were genuine caballeros, aristocrats.
Everybody has to make a choice, Juan.
But what kind of a choice is that? To end up dying like a wounded beast in a strange land.
Aguilar doesn't trust you. I can see why.
It was night when Clay fulfilled the promise to his old friend. And for Santiago, there would be no morning. This was the end of a hero, a lost and lonely man crying for his brother's understanding.
To think it had to end like this.
Aguilar.
Do not leave me, Santiago. Do not leave me.
Bury me in secret. And what we believe in will never leave you.
Listen to me.
No. You hear me, Juanito. It troubles me. The legacy I promised. No land. No cattle. Not even a thing to believe in. At least, I could have left you that.
You call that a legacy? Look what it brought you.
But it is all I have. There is no other legacy.
There is more. There is.
Cobarde! No, let my brother talk.
Santiago, mi hermano, try to understand the logic. There is 80,000 pesos reward on your head, dead or alive. Santiago, you are dying. Let me take in your body. Your crazy dream is over. What difference will it make? Let the reward be my legacy.
Santiago!
He is dead.
He's dead.
You do this? He is dead. What difference does it make?
You gotta understand this. Nexor mustn't find that body. If he does and he drags your brother through the streets, everything that Santiago lived and died for is dragged in the dust. But if he doesn't find that body, he can never prove that Santiago's dead.
I asked him. I begged him for the legacy.
You think getting permission changes what you did?
Juan, we're here.
You are right, but you are too late.
You did betray him.
We know you're in there. Come out.
Cobarde, perro!
You want to die here, too? You want to take Santiago's orders?
Give up. Why should you die like this for nothing, too?
We still got a chance to save the body, if I can stall for time.
What is the matter with you, Juan?
Come. Come here.
Come out!
Listen, get the blanket roll off the other horse. Go out the back way. Hurry. Wait. Let Juan see you.
Come out! All we want is Santiago.
Oh, you want your blood money. Your 80,000 pesos.
Sí, señor. Sí.
Let's see you work for it.
Easy, señor. Easy, señor. Please.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
You say, Comandante, I got Santiago for you.
Dead, I suppose.
You agree, dead or alive, what difference does it make?
That's right. What difference does it make? You're nothing but a traitor. Santiago was my enemy, but at least I respected him.
I am a patriot, Comandante.
A patriot believes in something. You believe in nothing but yourself and this.
Malta, my legacy. This is for you. This is what you wanted.
What good is it to you? The money won't keep you alive. Because of Clay Hollister, Los Incada will know. It is very dangerous to be near a traitor who is marked for revenge. You're not a patriot. You're a dead dog.
Comandante, I am loyal. Believe me. How can I prove it to you?
By keeping your part of the bargain. Santiago's in there, we are here. You betrayed your brother. I want to make sure you do not trick me.
He is in there. Come, I will show you.
Comandante Nexor.
At your services, Sheriff Hollister.
What do you want?
I have business with this man. He's a countryman of mine. It is no affair of yours.
It is my affair if you're raiding across the border into Tombstone territory.
I'm going to take what's inside. It is valueless to you. It is priceless to me.
Well, what if I don't let you?
Then I'm afraid I'm going to have to run the risk of your body being found in this wilderness before I get back across the border.
Some choice.
Give me your guns.
All right. You have my word.
Inside.
You see, Comandante? I keep my word.
You tricked me.
No.
Traitor, you tricked me.
No! A mistake! They tricked me too!
Tell him I was loyal to.
Loyal to what?
Clay Hollister had succeeded in his mission. Where Aguilar buried Santiago, nobody knows. But there's a legend you can hear in the hills that Santiago still lives, that the man who brought to his faceless ones dreams of democracy and freedom gathers forces as he roams, getting ready to attack again. October 20, 1886. You sure took long enough coming back. What happened? You ready to give me a story?
Yeah, just a small notice, I guess. You can say Clay Hollister just returned from a slightly prolonged weekend. He spent an enjoyable time with an old classmate and friend, who now makes his home in the mountains south of the border.
What really happened, Clay?
Did you ever read what this ring says, Harris? Let's add a line to that notice. You can say, Hollister was pleased to see that his friend still is true to the code of courage, honor, integrity.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Should be good enough for everybody.
Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
August 12, 1886. A narrow mountain pass between Fort Huachuca and Tombstone, Arizona Territory. 3 grimly determined men struggled with 2 strange objects to a high point overlooking the pass.
They ain't even gonna have a chance to scatter.
Yeah, you act like you can't wait to use it.
Stand back. Stand back.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
Early morning, August 12. The men carefully concealed their Gatling gun, the most vicious weapon of the times. 10 revolving barrels to spout death and destruction, capable of wiping out a whole detachment of men.
All right. Cold camp, no fires, and stay under cover till I get back.
When'll that be?
I don't know. I'll get more cartridges for the gun and find out when the Army's going to pick up that payroll money.
How sure are you that the Army will be traveling fast here? They always use that road.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Toby. You know, you might get into trouble riding around with that hot temper of yours. Maybe you ought to take me with you, huh?
Maybe you ought to get off my back, Quince.
Sam Colby rode into Tombstone, intent on information concerning the Army payroll. When he saw me entering the epitaph, he decided to seek other information. Colby. Hello, Sam.
Hello, Clyburn. Been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, a long time. You haven't changed much, Sam, being out of things for 5 years.
Well, I counted them. Kansas State Prison, but I've learned my lesson. I'll never try robbing a bank again. Clyburn, what happened to Sarah Medford?
Well, now, you didn't come all this way to ask me that, did you,
I
Sam?
didn't even know you were in this town.
You can't do yourself or Tombstone any good. Why don't you move on, Sam?
Well, the last time you said those words to me, we were in Belle Plaine, Kansas. You were running another crummy newspaper there, and you said I was no good for the town. Or for her.
I've got nothing against you, Sam. You've paid your price to society. If you need any money...
I don't want your money. I want to know where Sarah Medford is. You were her friend. She'd have written to you.
Forget her. You're not even sure if she's alive.
I've never been sure of anything in my life, except that someday I'm going to find her. Now, where is she?
I wouldn't tell you if I knew.
All right, now, maybe you... Maybe she's in Tombstone already. Is that it? Huh? All right, what's going on?
It's all right, Clay.
All right. What's your name? Colby. Sam Colby.
There are no charges, Clay. I'm not signing any complaint.
Oh, I suppose you two were just breaking up the place for exercise.
I'd consider it a favor if you wouldn't do anything about this, Clay. It's my problem.
You heard what the man said. It's his problem.
He said feed his horse, but don't take the saddle off.
Did he say where he came from?
No. Made a trip to the gun shop and back, then took off again.
A gun shop, huh? .45-70s.
What would he be doing with them?
Well, I don't know. The only thing they fit's the old single-shot carbine. Must have 300 rounds. Take him a long time to shoot those up one at a time.
You got enough deputies lined up. Stop any trouble. Stop worrying.
I'll stop worrying when the Army picks up that shipment of theirs.
Yeah. $50,000.
You just keep that badge of yours under your vest. I don't want anybody to know this town's planted.
Drown the memory of a bad breakfast. Who'd you say you were looking for, a man or woman?
Woman. I figure she may be in this town working as a seamstress.
What's her name?
Medford. Sarah Medford. She's real pretty. Dark black hair and beautiful brown eyes. When she talks, it's kind of like music.
They all sound like music, mister. A seamstress with black hair.
Yeah.
I know one.
Yeah?
Seems she is called Sarah.
Well, where is she?
You came a long way for nothing, maybe. This one's about to be married. Yeah, picked herself an Army fella down at the fort.
Where's she live?
I think it's a greenhouse at the end of First Street.
Yeah, thanks.
But I can't just leave. What would Paul think? Where would I go?
There's a night coach leaving for Bisbee. Paul isn't due back here for 3 days. You told me yourself he's on special duty at the fort all this week. I'm sticking in my 2 cents, Sarah, because I don't want to see you have to face this town if Sam Colby brings out the past. Don't stay here and pay for it twice.
All right, Harris.
You can stay with my sister Ann. Return here on Sunday. Colby should be gone by then.
Harris, how is he? How does he look?
What?
Oh, I'm not in love with him anymore. I don't have to prove that to you. Paul and I are going to start a new life together, and I wouldn't change that for anything in the world.
Hello, Sarah. Clyburn, you always lie to visitors when they come to town. Get out.
Leave her alone, Sam.
It's all right, Harris. It's all right.
All right, Sarah.
better have a drink on this. After 5 years, looks like I got here just in time.
Our time ran out a long time ago, Sam.
I heard you were about to get married. Well, that's no problem. No man ever gets anything without taking it from another.
That's what you thought when you asked me to marry you. That we'd start out on money you robbed from a bank.
Only one mistake, and you run out on me.
Why did it have to be that one?
Why didn't you wait for me?
For you to get out of jail? And promise me again you'd take a job and stop being wild?
Oh, honey, you used to love me for being wild.
So we'll move on. And you'll start over once more. We'll find a new life somewhere further out west. Is that it?
We'll make it this time. They'll just leave us alone. Talk about luck. You come into town for one thing and you find another.
If you didn't know I was here, what are you doing in Tombstone?
One fancy big payroll. That's all I need. And from then on, it's a straight and narrow for you and me. Well, think of it, $50,000. That'll buy you a lot of pearl button shoes from St. Louis. That'll give you a big red dress with 1,000,000 yards of lace on it.
Another robbery? Is that what you're offering me, Sam? Face it, you're no good. You're no good.
Colby said to keep it covered. Why don't you stop telling me what Colby said? Yeah, they won't even know what hit him. Let's keep him, Colby.
You're getting real itchy, ain't you, Quince?
I don't trust him. How come he knew about that Army payroll being in Tombstone? Yet he didn't know when they were picking it up.
Well, how much information do you want him to have? It was lucky that when he broke into that stage office last week that he saw the manifest. If he hadn't, he wouldn't even have known that they were shipping the money. Where are you going?
Going into Tombstone, get myself a drink.
He ain't gonna like it.
I hope he tries to tell me that.
Late morning, August 12, 1886.
Hello, Harris.
Well, it seems to be going smoothly enough. You worry too much about these payroll transfers.
Maybe. What do you know about Colby over there?
Well, what do you mean? What do I know?
Harris. It's all yours, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Clay.
My pleasure. I'll just bill the Army for my 3 extra deputies.
Fair enough. Prepare to mount.
So you're the one who drew the assignment this time. Didn't expect you in for another 3 days.
This is official business and a quick trip. Tell Sarah I'll see her Sunday, huh?
Be glad to.
You weren't leaving.
I'm afraid so, darling. There really wasn't time to come by. What's the matter?
Nothing. I just want you to hold me for a moment.
Something wrong?
No, I'm just glad to see you. Why are you in town anyway?
Quick assignment. $50,000 payroll for the fort. Now I've got to go. See you Sunday.
Wagon hold! Single escort, place away!
50,000. Paul, wait! Don't go! You can't go!
Harris. What do you know about Colby?
Well, I knew him and Sarah back in Belle Plaine, Kansas.
Yeah?
Everybody thought they'd be married. Then Colby robbed a bank. Some thought she harbored him. He got caught and sent to prison. Anyway, she got a bad name.
Well, for a newspaper man, you're kind of close with your information.
Well, then when I came to Tombstone, she followed me. Her folks were dead. She had no other family. Guess I was her only friend. Then she met Paul Crane.
Well, why all the secrecy?
Whatever mistakes she made back in Belle Plaine lie buried. That's why I didn't want anything to come out in the open here.
I don't know.
Sam. I'll go away with you, Sam. I'll go away with you tonight. There's only one thing I'm asking. Don't rob that payroll.
You mean you want me even without money?
This time you don't have to do anything. No robberies.
You really do love him, don't you, Sarah? You'd do anything to save his life, hmm?
I'll never leave you, Sam. If only you'll do as I ask.
All right. Go home and pack. I'll pick you up tonight.
Is everything all right?
Everything is just fine. Yes, sir, just fine.
Anything you want to tell me?
No.
Hey, Amos, saddle up Mormon for me, will you?
You bet.
Well, he's leaving town. That's good.
Yeah? With a saddlebag full of 45-70s?
Afternoon, August 12th. The payroll wagon under heavy guard left Tombstone on a roundabout road to Fort Huachuca. Quince rode hard to bypass the payroll wagon and set up the ambush with a deadly Gatling gun.
About time you were getting back. Where's Colby?
He'll be here. If you don't know, the better.
After his conversation with Sarah Medford, there was a strange determination about Sam Colby's ride.
Detail, halt!
Deliberation marked each mile of Lieutenant Crane's journey. Scouts were sent in ahead through every ravine as a precaution.
Forward, ho!
Oh, about a half a mile, maybe. Come on, let's get those clips.
Clay Hollister, puzzled by Colby's actions, trailed the ex-convict. His suspicions grew as he observed that Colby and another rider were paralleling the route taken by the military detachment.
All right, where are the cartridges, Colby?
The deal's off.
What?
The Army's not taking the money through this way. They took it to Fort Huachuca by stage. You can topple that thing into the canyon for all the good it's gonna do us. Sorry, boys. Looks like we just run out of luck. Maybe we'll get together on something sometime, huh?
Will we, Colby? Who are you trying to double-cross? I seen him pick up that money, Colby. I seen him! Colby, I was in Tombstone.
I wouldn't use it, Quince.
Oh, I'm gonna chop you up real good, Colby.
You shoot that gun, you won't have a chance. They're not so far away that they won't hear it.
He's right. Let him go, let him go. He won't get 100 yards. Here, let's get this gun around.
Clay suddenly came upon Colby, who had made it to the bottom of the pass with Quince's knife in his back.
Army payroll. Gatling gun up there. Tell Sarah I didn't.
There they come. Another 50 yards.
Take cover!
Who's shooting at him?
Spreading out!
Get around!
Somebody we're after!
Gatling gun?
Army will be glad to get it back.
Phil, Jenkins, bring that gun down here. Never would have made it if you hadn't fired those warning shots.
First time I ever drew down on the U.S. Army. Gun shoots a little high.
How'd you know about that?
I didn't know about it. I followed a hunch. And a man. It's a good thing you did.
I'll check with you Sunday. I'm coming in to see Sarah.
She'll be glad to see you.
Whistle Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Tombstone, Arizona Territory. The night of July 16, 1885.
Now I'm going to show you how I used to keep order in Deadwood. You wouldn't shoot an unarmed man, would you?
No. But I'm still going to stop you.
Sorry, Sheriff. But you're meeting a man that knows every fighting trick in the book.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
Trouble visited Tombstone the morning of July 10, 1885, when the Black Marshal of Deadwood rode into town.
Harris? Come here.
You know who that is?
Well, up jumped the devil.
Looks like his arrival's going to make the front page.
It sure will.
Who's the rival?
What's more important is what's he doing here, and who's he after? Who do you suppose he is after, Clay?
Well, looks like he's after you. He's headed this way.
Gosh, Mr. Clyburn, who is he?
Black Marshal of Deadwood. Arrives in Tombstone. Daggett, reputedly one of the toughest and most brutal marshals in the Western Territory.
That might be libel, mightn't it?
Not if it's the truth.
A man ought to be careful what he prints.
A man ought to be careful what he does. You've made my paper before, Daggett. The Postel brothers.
They was robbing a bank.
Well, they must have been mighty hard to capture. You shot all three of them.
Who are you hunting?
No badge. No hunting. And no news.
There's been no news ever since you left Deadwood almost a year ago.
I've been moving around.
Looking for something.
All right. I'm gonna live here. Settle down. That is, if you got no objections.
I got no objections if you settle down.
You printing your paper about me coming here. You're just asking for trouble. Sure, I handled a lot of wild ones in my time. I treat them rough. I hate them all. But if you advertise about me being here, some of the survivors are liable to come here to try and get me. In which case, I'd just mess up your whole town, sweeping up the streets with
You don't much sound like a man about to settle down.
Just because I'm going to settle down don't mean I'm a sitting duck.
What does it mean, Daggett?
Sheriff, you're looking at a rancher. I just bought me a little spread.
Cattle?
Cattle comes later.
Well, what about right now?
Chickens.
You mean a black marshal at Deadwood is here to raise eggs?
Yeah. And that means there ain't no news.
I'm sorry, Daggett, but that is news. That is a story.
Don't print it.
You believe his story?
Of course not. You?
I don't know. He might be ready to settle down. And then again, he might not.
Was that really the Black Marshal?
Floor all swept, Ben?
No, sir. Well, is it true that he lost count and quit notching his gun?
You're still not very interested in becoming a journalist, are you?
Well, none of it means sweeping the floor all the time, Mr. Clyburn. Sweeping's for ladies.
Something else is bothering you, Ben. What is it?
Vacation's over soon. I have to go back to school.
Well, don't you like school?
Yeah, I like it all right. After school, I sweep up for the teacher, too. I guess I'll have to be a sweeper.
July 14, 1885. When a bundle of the epitaphs was tossed off at Silver City, one reader showed an unusual interest in the article about the Black Marshal. The afternoon of July 14.
You shouldn't come up quiet like that. My man's blindside. Well, this will help the fire. Grass and leaves are damp.
Just a minute. Something on the front page you might want to look at.
So he's in Tombstone.
Where you going?
Where do you think I'm going? I can still see to shoot the man that left me this way.
Yeah, I had all the stuff sent up at his place on Cottonwood Creek. Here's everything.
Clay Hollister learned that Daggett had purchased an unusual amount of ammunition for a man who claimed he was becoming a rancher. He rode out to investigate Daggett's true intentions.
Hold your arm looser, not so tight. It wasn't your fault you missed that shot. This gun shoots high. I gotta fix the sights.
You better go on back to town. Mr. Clyburn's looking for you.
There ain't no law on teaching a kid how to handle a gun, is there?
There might be, unless you got a good reason.
Well, I got a reason. The hawks is bothering my chickens. I'm gonna pay that boy a bounty. 5 cents for every hawk and 2 cents for every rat. First, I gotta teach him how to shoot a gun. You don't believe that, do you?
You're a rough man, Daggett. Kind of hard to believe that the Black Marshal is turned into a rancher.
Ah, shoot! Shoot! Get out!
Well, maybe you are a rancher, but it doesn't seem like you like it.
Of course I don't like it. It's too quiet out here.
Quiet?
Sure. For 30 years, I had a whole flock of people to protect. I did my job.
And now you're protecting a flock of chicken.
No, I guess in a way I'm still chasing rats. Only now it's the 4-legged kind.
Remember that. The 2-legged kind are my job.
Noon of July 15. 2 riders closed the miles to Tombstone. July 16, 1885.
4, 5, 6. 6 hawks.
Thanks, Mr. Daggett. I don't think I'll be out tomorrow. I don't think there's another hawk in the territory.
Oh, I don't know. I seen one of them gliding around this morning.
Flapping its wings?
No, just kind of gliding along like it was going to set down.
Well, that must be a buzzard.
That ain't no buzzard. There ain't nothing dead out there.
Well, except 6 hawks.
Look, where there's chickens, there's hawks, live hawks. And I expect you to take care of them for me. I think maybe you better come on out tomorrow, huh?
Thanks.
Hello, Harris.
Well, Clay, look at this. Order from Daggett for an ad to be run weekly till further notice.
What's it about?
Eggs for sale. Just gives the location of the ranch, no name.
No, there's something funny here.
Hmm?
Can't hardly read his writing. I've got an order from him on my desk signed while he was still marshal. It wasn't copperplate, but at least it was legible.
You think maybe he's not Daggett?
Oh, no, he's Daggett, all right. Maybe he's just not the same Daggett he once was.
Daggett!
Where did they get you?
In the wrist.
It didn't heal?
Broke all the cords.
That's why you have Jackie to shoot the hawks.
Well, I'm too old to learn with my left hand.
Why do you keep carrying the gun?
When they find out I'm crippled, I'm dead.
I guess you're right. You made a lot of enemies.
I was born with enemies. Never done nothing about it. Never could and won't now.
Why didn't you settle down in some eastern city? Someplace you'd be safe.
Oh, that's kind of hard to answer.
Well, go ahead and try.
Well, you take a sea captain. He's going to retire. Where do you think he'd settle down? In Dodge City or maybe in Nantucket?
Just can't keep away from the action, huh?
I figured if I couldn't be part of it, at least I could see it unfold. So here I am in Tombstone.
You can't see much from Boot Hill.
I figured this was the best place for protection. People tell me Sheriff Hollister does a pretty good job.
With you in town, he'll have to do a better one.
Well, I better get going. Oh, Sheriff, why don't you drop out to my shack some night for some grub? I'll tell you how I used to handle the hard cases in Deadwood. Maybe give you some pointers, and we can talk about old times. That is, if you don't mind talking about old times.
I don't get much time to talk.
All right, Sheriff. Protect the citizens and count me in. Tombstone's got a new citizen. Come on.
Wonder how long we can keep him.
July 16, 1885.
We're looking for a man named Daggett. Mr. Daggett, the old marshal? Where is he? I don't know. Comes in here every Friday night for one drink. Just one. Every Friday evening. Alone? Yeah, always alone. He don't seem to have any friends.
He's been pretty busy making enemies.
Harris, you got anything on Tom Grady and the Kenley kid?
Grady and Kenley?
Yeah, they just rode in. I got a hunch they're not sightseeing. Looking at Deadwood.
Deadwood? You think they might be down from there?
I think they spent some time there.
Well, your hunch is right. Grady and Kenley, arrested 2 years ago in Deadwood.
I guess we know why they're in town.
yourself all duded up. You headed for town?
What do you want?
A couple of riders drifted in. A man by the name of Grady and the other one called the Kenley Kid. Friends of yours.
I ain't got no friends, remember?
Well, let's call them customers then. When I'm wearing a black patch on one eye?
I found them hanging around Deadwood, just about the time a gold shipment was coming into the bank.
And you jumped to conclusions.
I jumped and I was right. Kenley tried to resist and I had to manhandle him.
The black patch.
So now he's trying again.
Do you know any good reason I can lock him up?
Sure. To protect him.
They're not going to need any protection tonight.
I'm in the habit of going to town every Friday night for one drink.
Now you've had your Friday drink, stay here.
And tend the chickens? Mm-hmm. You think the two outlaws are going to make me hide?
Nope. But I sure hope I can.
Well, you ain't going to dictate to me.
How about telling me what's inside you, Daggett?
Oh, a whole lot of hate, I guess. Been in here for 30 years. You see, Sheriff, I never was much of a ladies' man. You can tell that by this ugly face of mine. But once I met the prettiest girl in the whole territory. And she didn't want no ladies' man. She wanted a big, ugly, uneducated guy like me. An outlaw killed her the day before we was to get married. That's hate.
Well, sure, go ahead and hate him all you want. But even if that wrist had healed, you still couldn't do anything about it. This is my territory, remember? If you're going to live here, you better live peaceably. Time for you to relax. And don't go out tonight. I see you got one friend. I'll see you around. But not tonight. I thought you'd already had your Friday drink.
Now, you listen. I ain't interested in no drink, and I wasn't interested in staying home. I'm too old a dog to learn new tricks, like hiding from a couple of punk gunslingers. I handled them for 30 years, and I ain't about to hide from them now. Now, you get out of my way.
It's time you stop pushing people around.
All right, mister, it's Friday night. When does he show? Oh, about now.
But it's my job to keep order in Tombstone.
Don't you tell me about order. I got my own methods for that.
Well, I got my methods, too, and you're now under protective arrest. I'm going to lock you up for the night.
All right.
Inside.
Now I'm going to show you how I used to keep order in Deadwood. You wouldn't shoot an unarmed man, would you?
No. But I'm still going to stop you.
Sorry, Sheriff. But you're meeting a man that knows every fighting trick in the book. Now I know how it feels.
Yeah. It's a rough business we're in. I know how it feels, too. Now, you stay here. I'm gonna go round up your playmates, get them out of town.
Well, I guess you mean it.
I see by your paper there's a man named Daggett settled here in Tombstone.
Well?
We want to buy a dozen eggs. Maybe you can tell us where Mr. Daggett's place is.
Excuse me just a minute, gentlemen. Ben, I think the place needs sweeping out. Good and clean. Do you know where the broom is?
I'll find it, Mr. Clyburn.
Now, I believe you said Daggett. Daggett.
You want us to spell it for you?
No. 2 T's. D-A-G-E-T-T.
Where's Daggett? Where is he?
Sheriff Hollister. Oh, Mr. Daggett, we've got to find the sheriff quick. Mr. Clyburn's in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Well, some men were asking for you, and Mr. Clyburn wouldn't tell them where you lived. Well, Mr. Daggett, you used to be a marshal. See what you can do, and I'll find the sheriff.
You stay here, boy.
Where'd they go?
I don't know, Sheriff. They just went out. When Daggett didn't show, they tried to pump me, but it looked like trouble.
Once more, speak up, editor.
All right, that'll be...
Hey, there's 2 of them.
Sure are. Wow. Mr. Sheriff, where's Daggett?
You come looking for me. Well, here I am. Now you got a tiger by the tail, and you can't let go.
You might have pulled a bluff, Daggett, except for one thing. I know about that wrist of yours. Now, I aim to shoot you in little pieces, one at a time. You might say, an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Oh, mister, have I been waiting?
I'm gonna wrap that gun around your skull. You might shoot, but I'll keep it coming. When I get through with you, you won't have a tooth left in your head. You know me by now. Go ahead and shoot, Kenley. What's the matter? Your hand's shaking. I'll tell you what's the matter. You're remembering the Black Marshal of Deadwood. Well, when I get through with you, they'll be scraping you off of these walls. Ready?
Come on. I think he's out.
Him too. Hey, you know, Sheriff, with a little excitement like this every Friday, I wouldn't mind staying out on the ranch.
Come on, Marshal, let's lock him up.
Yeah, sure.
The Sheriff of Tombstone and the Black Marshal of Deadwood had proved to be an efficient team of lawmen. I sent for the doc.
Here. Keep it.
No more bluffing?
No more bluffing, no more interfering. Guess I've really retired. You know, Sheriff, Tombstone's your territory.
You sure you wouldn't like to be one of my deputies?
Well, who'd mind the chicken? Well, see you tomorrow, huh, boy?
Sure.
Well, I thought you were going to sweep out for me tomorrow.
Oh, I'll find time to clean up too, Mr. Clyburn.
And what about school?
Well, that'll be a little tough to fit in.
Oh, but you'll do it, boy. You'll do it.
Yes, sir.
Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'Cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory. Whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
The Linda Mujer Cantina in Agua Prieta, a border town south of Tombstone, Arizona Territory, June 9, 1888.
Come here, honey. I want to talk to you. Honey, just a whole red mile away you going. You tricked me that time, Chiquita, didn't you? Okay, Chiquita. Here I come.
All right, Wade. Game's over.
Well, you're kind of far out of your way, aren't you, Sheriff?
Just far enough to get you.
Well, my ma didn't raise no fool. I'm not going to give you no argument. Not now, anyway. Say, you mind my asking what this is all about?
Ask Jamie Wilson's widow.
But I'm asking you.
Well,
Hey, you're kind of jumpy there, Hollister. Now, you know that I always travel alone. I like it that way.
Well, that's good, because that's the way you'll hang.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
June 10, 1888. The shortest route back to Tombstone was skirting the Chiricahuas. Small bands of renegade Apaches were suspected of being holed up in the area.
Say, what do you say we have a little water? I'm dry as a horny toad. Thank you.
What are you looking for? What's so fascinating back there?
Well, now, you just know that this is Apache country, you know, and, well, if they was to jump us, I just wouldn't have no chance at all. What with my hands being ironed, you know, behind me like they are. Of course, it'd make it awful easy for you if that's what you want. Much obliged.
Late afternoon of June 10, 1888.
Get off. We'll bed down here.
About time.
Just get away from the horse.
You don't take any chances, do you?
Would you? What's the matter? You still looking for Apaches?
Oh, no, but a footloose blacksmith might come in handy. Hollister, you're a pretty good cook. One of these days you're going to make some gal a good wife.
See how good you are at cleaning the dishes.
Well, sure, Sheriff. Anything to oblige. Say, Clay, you know something been bothering me. How come you took me for killing Jamie?
Well, to start with, you're riding his horse.
That horse? Oh, no, I bought that horse. I got a bill of sale for him, everything. I lost it, though. But still, it doesn't seem to me like you got much to go on now, does it?
People never learn, Wade. You got a mean streak, can you?
Me?
Yeah. You might have gotten away with this if it hadn't been for that.
I don't get you.
Well, it wasn't enough for you just to take the man's horse. You had to shoot him, too. Leave him for dead. Well, he died, all right. But not before he crawled up on the road. He was still alive when he was found. And he named you, Wade. He named you Plain.
That don't prove nothing. You see, Jamie always hated me, ever since I shot his kid brother. Well, I did time for that and everything, but Jamie just couldn't let well enough alone.
You'll have an opportunity to tell that to the jury. But let me ask you something, Wade. You think they're going to believe you?
Oh, now, what's the use of talking, huh? Hey, is that stuff ready yet?
Milo! Stop it, you're gonna kill him!
Good boy, Seth. I knew I could count on you. Say, just a minute. Let me get these things off. I'll be right with you. You know, I got no hard feelings for you, Clay. It's just that a man's got to look out for himself first, isn't that right? You know, I never did like this kind of gun. And the barrel's too long for fast work, you know. I guess it's all right for some things, though, huh?
Yeah, like murder.
Here you are, Milo. Got the horses ready to travel.
Good boy. Here, keep an eye on him. Oh, this is more like it. I felt kind of naked without it. Seth, you go on back to the horses. I'll be with you in a minute.
You getting ready to give it to me like you did Jamie? He lived a good 6 hours. You'd have enjoyed watching that.
Well, go on. What are you waiting for?
You ain't gonna shoot him, are you, Milo?
No. Now, what gave you an idea like that? No, I'm just gonna make sure that he doesn't follow us right off.
Well, if we take his horse, leave him and get back on him.
Hey, I know what I'm doing. Here, you take these cuffs, put them on him. Oh, Clay, would you mind putting your hands behind that tree?
They too tight?
They're all right. Go on, get down the horses. You know, come noon tomorrow, you're going to wish that I had put a bullet through you. That sun's going to cook you good. Come on, kid.
You got a mind like an Apache involving your brother in murder. Now, not even an Apache'd sink that low.
Milo ain't never killed nobody except in a fair fight. You lawmen just got it in for him. Can't leave a man alone.
6 years ago, he killed a boy about your age, Dave Wilson.
Milo told me about it. Wilson drawed on Milo first.
You done a good job on him, Milo. Maybe you will have hanging company after all.
You shut your rotten mouth. And nobody's got nothing on the kid. Nobody's going to hang. Come on, Seth. Thanks, kid. Well, come on, what's holding you? Pick up that gun belt.
A hot desert wind greeted the morning of June 11.
Howdy. Howdy. Nothing but no prospector. Say, you mind if we step down?
Why, no. Glad to have a little talking company. You're right welcome to join me for breakfast.
Well, thank you. You loosen the cinches on the horses. I'll do the talking.
Folks keep telling me it ain't worth grubbing for this far south. Just wait till I get to that S there. I'll give them their comeuppance.
Well, you got to admit it is pretty far south for silver.
Didn't say nothing about silver, mister.
Ain't nothing else worth looking for in this part of the country.
All you young'uns are alike. Think you know everything. Well, you're right about one thing. There ain't no silver down here.
Well, you know, these hills been gone over hundreds of times. If there'd been anything here, it would have been found by now.
That's so.
Sure, I mean, it's just common sense. You ask me, you're wasting your time. You ought to go up north. I understand that's where the big strikes are being brought in.
Know-it-alls. Think nobody knows nothing except themselves. Whistle a different tune now, though, we bet you bottom dollar. Call that wasting your time, mister?
I don't know. What is it?
What is it? It's gold. You darn fool. What's it look like?
Well, that's gold, huh? Don't look like much, does it? Don't hardly look worth bothering for. I mean, it looks just like so many rocks to me.
That ore ought to run 20,000 to a ton. Richest ore ever seen. Don't they teach you fellers nothing no more?
Well, I guess not, old-timer, because if I was to see a whole solid mountain of that stuff, I'd probably walk right past it.
June 11, 1888. Clay Hollister was fighting against time as the broiling sun climbed in the sky.
Thought it struck it rich lots of times, but something always seemed to go wrong. But not this time. Old Deed hit it for sure this time. Made sure wouldn't nothing go wrong.
That's good. Nothing like being careful, is there? Hey, Seth, listen, you better go get the horses ready. We got some miles to cover. You hear what I said?
The afternoon of June 11, 1888. Late that afternoon, Clay Hollister stumbled upon signs of life and death. June 11.
Relax, kid. Now, come on. You better eat something or you're going to lose your strength.
Milo, I want to ask you something.
Sure, what is it?
How long you been lying to me about things?
Lying to you about what?
You know, like killing. The sheriff was telling the truth, wasn't he? You did kill that man for the horse, didn't you?
Well, I guess you got to learn sometime. Yeah, I killed him. I did, but he kept asking for it, Seth. You remember how old Jamie was. Every time I'd see him, he'd start in with that murdering talk of his. You know, you're a killer, Milo Wade. They ought to hung you. One of these days they're going to string you up, and that kind of talk till he was driving me loco, so I just shut him up. But I shut him up good. I say that, I did.
You didn't have to listen to it.
Look here, Seth. Now, you and me is brothers. See, we're blood kin. Us two is all we got in this world. Seth, you just don't know how rotten folks can be to people like us. I mean, you got nothing in your genes, so they treat you like dirt. Let me tell you something. I've had a plan for a long time now how I can beat them, Seth. You know what we're going to do? We're going to jump across the border into Mexico, and we'll buy us a place of our own, just the two of us, and we'll live a good life. No more running from people, no more wanting for things. It just...
Maybe it'd just be better if you went without me, Milo.
Without you? But you're my brother. I mean, all my life I've been worrying about you, Seth. I've been thinking, how can I make things good for the boy? You say, go without you? Well, no, sir.
You call what you did doing things for me?
Well, this is a tough world, and a man has got to twist what he wants out of it. I mean, otherwise you get nothing. You got to take what you want, so.
Like you took from that old man back there?
That? Well, sure. That's but what is wrong with that? I mean, an old man like that, you know, he's got one foot in the grave anyway. What's he want with all that gold, huh? Besides, he was just a stranger. What did he ever do for you and me?
Fed us.
Oh, now you're beginning to tire me, boy. Now, you're going to do what I tell you. You understand? And you're going to Mexico with me if I got to whip some sense into you. Come on, let's get some sleep, huh?
Satisfied that his brother was asleep, Seth Wade made his decision.
Seth, where are you?
Seth! Come back here!
Seth? What'd I do? Seth!
Early morning, June 12th. Seth Wade had regained consciousness. His brother's bullet had passed clear through his body.
Now, you just take it easy, Seth. Old Milo will take care of you.
Hurts. Stop it from hurting.
I didn't
Please.
mean it, boy. You got to believe me. I wouldn't hurt you for the world. Here, let me have a look at it. But I couldn't let you go, Seth. You're all I got.
Oh, it hurts. Please, let me die.
No, you're not going to die. I'll get help, Seth. But you're not going to die. I promise you. Only those horses hadn't spooked. I'll go for some help. You hear that, Seth? Somebody heard my signal. You just hold on, boy. It's not going to be much longer. All right, Hollister, that's far enough. Now drop that rifle. Get off of that barrel. Come on up here. I can talk to you. Come on. I don't know how you got loose, but right now I'm glad you did. Now that's far enough. Now listen to me. Seth got himself hurt. You know anything about doctoring? A little. Good. I hope for your sake you're not lying. He's over there.
How'd it happen?
What difference does it make? Just do something, will you?
There's nothing I can do. He needs a doctor.
Listen, don't lie to me. I swear I'll kill you where you stand.
Look, I'd help the kid if I could. You know that.
Well, will you help me get him on that burro? Then I'll take him
You'll
into
kill
town.
him if you do that. Did you do it?
Oh, it was kind of an accident.
All right. There's a doctor in McNeil, 15 miles from here.
There is? Well, maybe I could make it.
If you do, the first man that sees you'll put a bullet in you. You've been posted in every town for 50 miles.
Maybe so, but I got to take that chance.
Real fond of him, aren't you?
Well, that's a fool question, of
Well,
course.
you got just one chance to save him. I'll ride for help, but there's a condition.
What's that?
Give me your gun and wait here till I get back.
What are you, out of your mind? Clay. All right. Ride.
June 17, 1888. After 8 days on the desert, Clay Hollister had returned with his prisoner.
Well? Come on, talk to me. How is he? Well, is he going to live?
Yeah, but he'll never walk again. Your bullet chipped his spine.
It did?
Milo Wade began to realize that a slug from his gun had paralyzed his brother for life.
It was all his fault. I didn't mean to shoot him. Why, everything I ever did was for that boy. Everything. Does he appreciate it? No. He looks at me like I was some kind of dirt, and then while I'm trying to sleep, he goes sneaking off. That's what he does. Well, good for him. Maybe now he'll learn to appreciate what I was trying to do.
What did you do for him?
What was I trying to do? Tell you what I was going to do. I was going to peddle the old man's claim, and then we was going to go down to Mexico and buy us a little place of our own, just the two of us. Now somebody else going to be enjoying all that gold.
There wasn't any gold, Milo.
What are you saying?
Old Dietz' ore was just iron pyrite, like all the other claims he made.
No, Hollister, I saw that gold with my own eye. It was bright yellow gold it was.
Dietz was an old man. Sometimes they get a little childish, living their dreams. Well, Dietz was like that. Yeah. Always dreaming, always making the biggest strikes. They were always iron pyrite.
Yeah, but I mean, it was yellow. I mean, iron isn't yellow.
Iron pyrite is. That's why they call it fool's gold.
Fool's gold? Fool's gold? But, well, ain't that something? All of that for nothing? For fool's gold? Well, that's some joke on me, isn't it, Hollister? Hollister? Fool's gold.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
Tombstone, Arizona Territory, July 7, 1884. The date that marked the arrival of Barton Clark, Jr.
How do you like the West, Barton?
From what I've seen, it should be very interesting. Glad my father was finally convinced that I should learn more about life. Under controlled conditions, of course.
Oh?
Oh, Dad's quite a remarkable man.
Yeah, I can vouch for that, Clay. I had wanted Barton here to help me out over at the epitaph, but...
Well, no offense, Mr. Cliburn, but I certainly would like a job here.
Here?
Yes, sir. Could I be one of your deputies?
Well, Lee here's my regular, and I have other good, experienced men to call on.
Well, I'll do anything for no pay.
All right. If you don't mind starting at the bottom, I guess I could use a handyman, jailer.
Do I get to wear one of these?
Well, no, I'm afraid you'll have to wait for that. My ceiling couldn't stand it.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
The afternoon of July 7, 1884. Clay Hollister painstakingly explained the operation of the sheriff's office. Barton Clark, Jr. was a good student.
Now, there's certain rules of safety that have to be observed with the prisoners. Remember, they're all in there for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Now, you always walk down the center of the corridor, never close to the cell doors. And since you won't be wearing a gun for a while, always carry this. If anybody should make a grab for you, a good whack across the forearm will make them pull back. Now, you never go back there alone carrying the keys. Till we've got you broken in, Lee or I will lock up and release all the prisoners. These guns are all unloaded. We do have a trouble gun. Thought I'd tell you just in case.
Time to make the rounds. You want to tag along, lawman? Learn more about life?
I'll go along with you. You got any questions?
No, not at the moment, sir.
Sure. You might show me a little respect too, Deputy.
Yes, sir.
Late afternoon, July 7, 1884. Tombstone's Tivoli Saloon.
Keep your eyes open. Mi amor, mi corazón.
Clay.
This the new boy? Finish your drink, Rose.
Rose?
Yeah. Rosa Rio Bravo.
Shall we go?
Take her in, Lee. I want to check her out. She probably got more men staked out.
Rose of Rio Bravo, wanted for crimes from rustling to robbery, and with a record of countless love affairs and daredevil escapes, was again under lock and key.
Well, here we are again, Clay.
Yeah, you must feel quite at home.
I've seen better. And worse. You know that.
Well, I hope you're comfortable. Mi amor. She's gonna need some privacy till they pick her up from Texas. Hang up some blankets at night.
Yes, sir.
Who'd ever think of that slip of a girl as a Rose of the Rio Bravo?
Dynamite comes in little packages.
Rio Bravo?
Mexican name for the Rio Grande below the border. According to reports, she drove thousands of head of cattle across the Bravo while the customs officials slept.
Or, thanks to her charms, looked the other way.
You sure seem to know an awful lot about her, Clay.
Well, it's my business to know about wanted people.
You spent some time in Texas before you came here, didn't you?
That's right, Harris. Lee, you book her. I'm gonna wire El Paso.
Mr. Hollister, what do you want me to do?
Get the suppers.
I think I got everything.
We won't have to feed her long. She'll be hearing from El Paso in the morning.
Hold it, kid.
Yeah, you've always got to count the silverware. Bent forks open many a lock. Oh, and incidentally, be careful of Rose. She's walked out of stronger jails than this one.
Yes, sir.
It's over here.
Supper, ma'am.
Just pass it through. Thank you.
Welcome.
Did you take out the loads?
Yes, sir. Only a tenderfoot would fiddle around with a loaded gun.
You better go pick up the dishes.
Yes, sir. You didn't eat much.
I can see you don't eat here.
Oh, no. The editor and I, Mr. Clyburn, are going to have dinner later at the Maison Dorée.
Must be very expensive.
I really don't know yet. I just opened an account. I guess I'll find out.
You're very interesting for a lawman. You dress well. I like that.
Thank you.
Would you do me a favor?
Anything. Within reason.
Well, I'm tired of these things. I guess they weren't a very good disguise anyway.
What's this?
My sizes and what I need to be a woman again.
One petticoat, one pair.
You don't mind shopping for a lady, do you?
Oh, no.
Here.
Keep it. You keep it, Rose. You're in enough trouble already.
Thank you.
The morning of July 10, 1884. Young Clark was showing an impressive dedication to his job.
Well, you're going to earn that badge yet. How's everybody in the hotel?
Rose isn't up yet.
Well, you see, being in jail is kind of like being in the Army. You rise and shine for morning inspection.
Morning, Smiley.
Anybody home?
Be right there.
Everybody's accounted for. You better get the breakfasts.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have good taste. You like it?
Oh, yeah. I better get your breakfast.
And bring mine, too.
Barton. She'll be going back to Texas real soon.
Yes, sir.
The evening of July 15. Extradition proceedings were delayed. Rose of Rio Bravo had been in the Tombstone jail a week.
I'm lucky.
What'll they do to you?
That's my worry. Oh, you don't have to. How much does that make it anyway? $500. I don't think I've ever seen that much money. Not that it'll do me much good now.
What about the cattle?
What cattle?
The stolen cattle. You did steal them, didn't you?
You believe that, too? Let me tell you the truth, Barton. My father used to bring in cattle from Mexico and drive them north to market. It was a way of life. Then came the crooked politicians. Pay 50 cents a head to drive them into the Rio Bravo. Another 50 cents a head to get them on American soil. Tribute to Mexican officials, tribute to American officials. So what do?
That still doesn't give you the right to steal.
Steal? You drive them across at night and you risk being shot at in the bargain. Graft, nothing but graft on both sides of the border.
What about the other men?
What other men?
No.
Men just seem to want to marry me. I win again.
Yeah.
Want a deal? Cut. Yes, Mr. Clark?
I don't want to play anymore.
I don't want to play anymore either.
I already have.
Mi amor, mi corazón.
The night of July 16, 1884.
Hey, got a little something for you.
Hey, you're making me a deputy.
Oh, well, not yet. You're still a jailer, but now it's official. You've come a long way since that day you shot the hole in my ceiling.
Congratulations, Mr. Clark.
I got a wire Dad. He'll get a real wallop out of this.
Clay.
Yelly.
Night wire. Extradition papers are in order. Deputy will be through tomorrow on his way to Texas to pick up Rose.
You know, it seems a shame that a bright, pretty girl like Rose ever got started on a career like hers.
Yeah. Call it a night, Lee. I'll take the late rounds.
Right.
Hey, Lee. What'll they do to her?
Well, in Texas, they got a lot of rope.
They'll hang her?
Been known to hang a man for stealing one horse. No telling how many herds she spirited across the border.
Yeah, well, maybe she had her reasons.
Yeah, money.
Yeah, but a hanging.
Hey, Barton. You better call it a night, too.
Yes, sir.
Barton Clark Jr. didn't call it a night. There were still more questions that had to be answered.
What about the robberies?
Well, what about them?
How do you explain them? I want to know.
You want to know. What about the robberies? What about the men? What about the cattle? Well, let me ask you a question, Barton Clark Jr. What right have you to know? I'm not on trial before you. What right do you have to ask me all these things?
Because I don't want you to hang, that's why.
I don't want to hang either. Above all, I don't want to hang now. There's nothing you can do.
I'm not going to let you hang. Here, you'll need money. You better take this.
Barton, come with me.
I can't. We'll meet later. I'll try to cover this somehow. I better check outside.
No, Rose. Not this time.
Let's go. Let's go.
July 17, 1884. Still no leads?
Lee's checking. You sure gave up an awful lot for her.
I don't know what to wire his father.
Well, he wanted Barton to learn about life, didn't he? With Rose, he's learning. How much money do you have with him?
I don't know. A few thousand, I guess. He's got a fortune set up for him in trusts, his inheritance.
Yeah, at least she can't get her hands on that.
How's ahead?
Fine. Clay!
Yeah?
Your wire's paid off. They took a train from Tucson to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, he's probably trying to lose themselves in the city. Well, they're about to be found. That's my favorite gun.
I'm going with you. It's up to you. I gotta. His father said something else. I took it as a joke at the time. It doesn't seem so funny now. He said not to let him get killed.
I hope he doesn't.
Clay Hollister and I took the stage to Tucson and the first train to Los Angeles. July 21, 1884, the city of angels. But the girl we were looking for didn't wear wings. July 22. If they were still in Los Angeles, they had covered their whereabouts well.
Well, there's not many hotels left. I'll go check those at the other end of Main
All right,
Street.
remember, she's probably disguised as a boy. No, I was wrong. She's disguised as a lady.
See you tonight?
Right. I wonder where Barton is.
I'll say this for her. She's here fast on her feet.
I hoped Rose would lead us to Barton. Straightening him out was as important to me as capturing the outlaw queen.
Rose. Where have you been?
Shopping. The dresses had to be altered.
Come in, please. I thought we'd better eat in. Maybe leave for San Francisco tomorrow. We can't be too careful.
I don't want to leave yet.
Well, I have a feeling we should.
Can we afford San Francisco?
I found somebody that would cash one of my checks. Dad'll be finding out about it soon. I'll get a job.
The house detective informed us 2 people answering their descriptions registered under different names. We warned him that they were armed.
Locked. But they're in there.
Any other way in?
Balcony.
Show me. You wait here.
Clay, no shooting unless you have to.
Naturally, I've been thinking how wrong it was, what we did back there. Yet I've never been happier.
You're a smart young man, Barton. Don't trust me too far.
It's too late.
To us?
Here, open it.
It's beautiful. $20 gold piece.
As long as you wear it, we'll never go broke. Read the inscription.
I think I can tell you what it says. Mi amor, mi corazón, huh? My love, my heart. All right, Harris, keep an eye on her. She's got my other gun around here somewhere. Barton, let's go. Your father'll be wondering where you are.
Hold it!
The night of July 22, 1884.
Where's Rose?
He's in jail again.
Dad always said look for the good in people. There's a lot of good in Rose. A lot of bad in me, I guess. Sorry, Clay.
You better not talk anymore.
You're a newspaper man. You have a pencil and paper. My last will and testament. I'll leave all my inheritance to Rose.
Well, Barton, your will won't be necessary. The doctor says you're going to live.
But I'll have to take you back. There are going to be charges.
I can face those. It's Dad.
I don't blame you. But remember, like you said, he's a remarkable man. He's asleep.
He's going to be all right. Won't take him as long to get over that bullet hole as it will to get over Rose. How long did it take you? Or did you?
Rose of Rio Bravo was sentenced to 10 years in prison by a sympathetic male jury. She was soon released by the warden, who developed a keen interest in her case.
Mi amor, mi corazón.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be, 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.
আব্বা আম্মা যদি তোর ছোটকালে জানতো তোর হাইটের লগে তোর গাদামির হাইটটা একটু বাড়বো, তাহলে নিজ দিয়ে এমনিতেই 6 ইঞ্চি কেটে দিত, তোর আর গাদামি বাড়তো। শুন, আব্বা আম্মা যা বলে তা কর, বিয়েটা কর, আর আমার রাস্তাটা একটু ক্লিয়ারটা কর।
ও, আমি তোমার পথের কাটা না? তাহলে কেউ চাস না যে আমি পড়াশোনা করে এই নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াই?
তুই তো নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াস নাই, তুই তো আমার কাঁধের উপর ভর করে দাঁড়ায় আসছিস। এই, আসো। এই কি তোরা সকালবেলা এরকম কাঁদতেছিস কেন? আব্বাও কাঁদতেছে, আম্মাও কাঁদতেছে। কিছু আম্মা কি সকালবেলা কি সিরিয়াল দেখা শুরু করছে? তাহলে কিছু চুরি হয়েছে বাসায়? কেউ মারা গেছে? কেউ কি মরার আগে হসপিটালে অ্যাডমিট হয়েছে? তাহলে কি হয়েছে? সবাই এরকম আয়োজন করে কাঁদতেছে কেন?
বাবা মা বলতেছে আমার নাকি পড়াশোনার দরকার নাই, ধান থাকলে নাকি ধানের মাঝে চিটাও থাকে, আমি নাকি চিটা।
হ্যাঁ, তাহলে তো ঠিকই বলছে। আর তুই কখনো দেখছো আব্বা আম্মা পোলাবাড়ির সাথে মিথ্যা কথা বলে?
ভাই কি ওই কথা কইছে? কইছে আমার 1 মাসের মধ্যে বিয়ে করা লাগবে, বিয়ে করা 9 মাসের মধ্যে বাচ্চা পয়দা দেওয়া লাগবে।
মাত্র 9 মাস টাইম দিছে? তুই তো নির্ঘাত ফেল করবি। মানে তোর যে পড়াশোনার কন্ডিশন, তুই 9 মাসের সাথে তোর আরো মিনিমাম 4 মাস টাইম দেওয়া লাগবে, তারপর যদি 12। আচ্ছা, দোকানদাররা অবশ্য নতুন যারা বিয়ে করে তাকে চেয়ার দিকে তাকায় থাকে 2 পয়সা ইনকামের জন্য, তোর দিয়ে সেটাও হবে না। তুই চিন্তা বাদ। হ্যাঁ বল।
তুইও?
কি?
আমি আগে সন্দেহ করছিলাম তুই আমার মায়ের পেটের ভাই না। মায়ের পেটের ভাই হলে তুই এরকম করে কথা বলতে পারতি না। তোর আমার না কোনো মিল নাই, না আছে স্বভাবের মিল, না আছে চরিত্রের মিল, না আছে তোর এই যে চেহারার মিল, গায়ের কালারের মিল, কোনো কিছু মিল নাই। বাইকটা
শোন, আব্বা আম্মা যদি তোর ছোটকালে জানতো তোর হাইটের লগে তোর গাদামির হাইটটা একটু বাড়বো, তাহলে নিজ দিয়ে এমনিতেই 6 ইঞ্চি কেটে দিত, তোর আর গাদামি বাড়তো। শুন, আব্বা আম্মা যা বলে তা কর, বিয়েটা কর, আর আমার রাস্তাটা একটু ক্লিয়ারটা কর।
ও, আমি তোমার পথের কাটা না? আমি তোমার জীবনের বাধা? তোরা কেউ আমার ভালো চাস না, তোরা কেউ চাস না যে আমি পড়াশোনা করে এই নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াই।
তুই তো নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াস নাই, তুই তো আমার কাঁধের উপর ভর করে দাঁড়ায় আসছিস। শোন, আমি তোর ছোট হিসেবে চাই তুই আব্বা আম্মার কথাটা শোন, তুই 1 মাসের মধ্যে বিয়েটা কর, আমি কবজি ডুবায়া তোর বিয়ার কাচ্চি খাবো, বুঝছস? এই, আসো।
Bye bye guys. No mồm luôn mà, sự là khỏe đấy. Nhưng mà thầy say bài ấy, mình chưa say. Có Saza hả? Có Rakan này. Đúng vậy. Át này, binh. Xong. Là át luôn mà. Sao có xin ra ấy, nhưng mà anh đéo dùng rồi. Ui, xét này. Xét đây là vài cảnh đẹp đéo chịu được. Không sao, thầy ơi. Bay cho thầy. Quay đều, quay. Ui, con lắc rồi sao cút. Mày đi. Xong rồi, có át rồi. Ngày đánh bài va vẫn. Sao ra có bài đẹp phết. Định mạnh cái xét này. Ui, bình điết. Xét là mình sẽ thiếu là một cái cung mà. Cung một con Kizana hoặc là một con Nautilus để lấy cái thú tượng này cho in nào. Bắn cung không? Bắn cung lấy đồ cho art trước đi thầy. Ui, rồi xong nhặt nhầm đồ. Ha ha. What the hell man. Nhặt nhầm đồ. Thế mà cũng đòi lái xe. Đùa tao à? Đùa tao không vậy. Thế mà cũng một cộng một ending chôn bố không? Chôn thầy không? Syndra này cút, có một cút, đéo hiểu. Nhặt ngu đấy. Ngu đấy. Rớt ở đây. Rồi xong. Sao có càng ngày đây nhỉ? Thì vẽ có ai mà lại có cái thằng này ở đây nhỉ? Đúng rồi. À, đủ bốn mà, cút. Nè. Xong. Chịu rồi, nhặt nhầm đồ lúa tắc ngủ nó máu nhỉ. Rồi xem đi. Thầy ơi, không ai nhận được cái gì. Chấp nhận không? Ở đây. Vòng quay may mắn, vòng quay vô cực. Anh 2 vòng à? Quay đều ra cái pet đổ ai đi, ra cái pet đổ đó. Đi ra qua. Biết quay được vào pet Omega. Chịu rồi, tí vào lừa tao. Đi qua mà chôn, lại đi qua. Chôn tố bố. Đi chôn tao, đi xin à? Đi xin chuẩn không vậy? Rồi xong, bình. Xong, thắng. Không thắng. Suýt thắng. Quả phép bắn được phết nhưng mà suýt thắng thôi. Thầy bay tốc độ cao ấy. Bay tốc độ cao luôn.
চোখ বন্ধ করলে তুমি যে কি করবে আমি জানি না
কি বলো কি করব
জানি আমি
বন্ধ করো না চোখ বন্ধ করো
সত্যি কিছু করবে না তো
100%
ঠিক আছে করলাম
Will you marry me?
মোবাইল নতুন মোবাইল লাখ করছো কি তুমি থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ
কে
স্যার কুরিয়ার
দাঁড়াও ওরা তো বাসায় কেউ নেই তুমি টেবিলের উপর রেখে দিয়ে যেতে পারবে
জি জি স্যার অবশ্যই স্যার স্যার রিসিপ্ট স্যার সই লাগবে স্যার একটা
কলম দাও কলম
স্যার বাইক থেকে নামার পরে স্যার কলমটা খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না স্যার স্যার একটা কলম হবে
দাঁড়াও
জি যেহেতু আমার লোন দেওয়ার মতো লোকের অভাব, তাই আমি প্রথম পদ্ধতিটাই বেছে নিলাম। নিজের জন্য নয়, এই জীবনে প্রথম আমি চুরি করলাম। যে আমার মন চুরি করেছে তার জন্য, মালার জন্য।
ঠিকানাটা কি আছে ওখানে?
জি স্যার।
ঠিকানা
স্যার, আলেকজান্দ্রিয়া, ইজিপ্ট, মিশর থেকে আসছে স্যার।
ও, মিশর। মিশর তো দারুণ একটা জায়গা, বিশেষ করে অ্যান্টিক্সের জন্য। আমি যতবার গেছি মিশরে, ততবারই আমি কিছু না কিছু নিয়ে এসছি সেখান থেকে।
স্যার, আজকে আসি স্যার।
হ্যাঁ,
আজকে আসি স্যার, একটা ডেলিভারি আছে তো।
আচ্ছা,
এসো।
স্যার।
অন্ধপুরের ঘড়ি বিক্রির টাকায় মালার জন্য একটা ভালো মোবাইল কিনে ফেললাম। ফলে বাকি চুরির জিনিসপত্র নিয়ে আমি মোটেও ভাবিত ছিলাম না। মালা,
আজকেও দেরি করে আসছো। প্রত্যেক দিন তুমি দেরি করো, কি সমস্যা তোমার?
তুমি না বলো যে আমার মধ্যে একটা নায়ক নায়ক ভাব? দেখো না সিনেমায় নায়ক দেরি করে ফেলে, নায়িকা অপেক্ষা করে থাকে। আচ্ছা, সরি 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 সরি। মন খারাপ করো কেন? তোমার জন্য একটা জিনিস আনছি, বলো কি আনছি।
কি জিনিস দাও? কি আনছো দাও না।
না না না, তুমি একটু চিন্তা করে দেখো কি আনছি।
এত চিন্তা করতে পারবো না তো।
বলো, মাথাটা একটু খাটাও।
আরে কি ঘোড়া ডিম নিয়ে আসছো, দাও না দাও।
আচ্ছা তাহলে চোখ বন্ধ করো।
চোখ বন্ধ করলে তুমি যে কি করবে আমি জানি না।
কি বলো, কি করবো?
জানি জানি আমি।
বন্ধ করো না, চোখ বন্ধ করো।
সত্যি কিছু করবে না তো?
100%।
ঠিক আছে, করলাম।
Will you marry me?
মোবাইল, নতুন মোবাইল। আল্লাহ, করছো কি তুমি? থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। আমার একটা ফোন কি দরকার ছিল জান? তুমি এটা কি করছো? দাও দাও দাও।
ভালো হয়েছে না? ভালো হয়েছে না? দেখো, বলছিলাম না তোমার, কথা দিছিলাম না। ছবি তুলে দেখো।
হ্যাঁ, ছবি তো তুলবই, দাঁড়াও। নতুন মোবাইলের প্রথম ছবি তোমার সাথে। আসো।
Hai trăm láp Win và fake hai lần giống em chợ sự nhị cái chứ cho ngay có tài không 210 láp 42 tỷ 2 triệu một lần có chờ nhầm ôi không còn 100 để bớt 6 15 cái lại sửa binh chỉ linh ấy bay một chỉ linh điên chương 8 này làm chi một cây đai máu nữa sử dụng làm cái giáp máu à đây hả một bên Khỏe đấy. Nhưng mà xếp sai bên khác, còn xếp bên là thắng. Khỏe đấy chuyện. Cần mua 2 mạng nữa. Chuyện này cái này 33 triệu start rồi. Tiền cả đấy chứ. Ngon, vừa lên 8 đất và 8 điểm gì. Con ra xét này. Không muốn đâu. Cái này chọn hơn đấy. Ra xin ra rồi. Ngon này. Xếp tiền lên 30 tiền nữa nhanh không? Ra xong ra chim là đủ tiền. Còn cái thằng nhảy đá gì đó quên. Ra được mình. Nó lại quanh nhiều lần ngoài mắt. Ngoài thành là thầm trong mắt rồi, có nguy không? Anh em thôi. Đấy là cái nguy sao? Mà lắm mắt người ta sao? Người xuống. Rồi lắp con sinh ra và xong là 57 nghìn. Sinh viên con thấy có ăn rồi. Còn bà sinh viên cũng xanh rồi. Quỷ à? Mới thua. Thì ai cái đánh hay đấy.
আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর তাহলে আমি
এই লইটে বান্ধব তুই চুপ থাক তুমি তো মোর বন্ধু সুরজ রে চেনো মোর মেলা দিনের পুরানা বন্ধু লোকটাও ভালো বিশ্বাসী আর তার মাইয়া যে খারাপ হইবে হিয়া কিন্তু মোর বিশ্বাস হয় না আমার ওই দোস্ত সুরজ রে মুই কথা দিছি তার মাইয়া আয়সার লগে আগামী মাসে মগো পোলার বিয়া দিমু তা বাবা তুমি কি কও
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ রাস্তা ক্লিয়ার
তোর বাবার একটু মাথা মোটা হইলে তাতে কি হয়েছে কথাটা কিন্তু খুব একটা খারাপ করেনি তাই না ভালো একটা ডিসিশন নিয়েছে
এই হ্যাঁ বেটা ওই যাও কই আরে বেটা বহ যাও যাও কই
বয় বাবা বয় রাখি মাথাটা ঠান্ডা করে বয় না কথা বলতেছি কথাগুলি একটু শুন
আচ্ছা আব্বু আম্মু মন থেকে খুশিতে তোরে বিয়ে করাইতে চাইতেছে মানে তোর মতো বলদ আমি আমার দুনিয়াতে দেখিনি তুই যেখানে রাজি হবি সে জায়গার মধ্যে তুই উল্টার মোসামুসি করতেছিস আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর তাহলে আমি
এই লইটে বান্ধব তুই চুপ থাক বাজান মোসরামুসরি কইরা কোনো লাভ হইবে না বিয়া কোনো অপরাধের কাম না শুনো পোলাপান যখন বড় হয় বাবা মার দায়িত্ব পোলাপান করে উত্তম জায়গায় বিয়ে দেওয়া আমার জানা মতো মাইয়াটা সুশীল ভদ্র বিয়েটা হইয়া গেলে তখন বুঝবা তখন আর তোমার অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করা লাগবে না বাবার হোটেলে বইয়া ঠ্যাংয়ের উপর ঠ্যাং তুলা খাবা অসুবিধা কি
অনেক অসুবিধা আমি বিয়ে করবো না আর তোমার বিয়ে দেওয়ার ইচ্ছা হলে তোমার ছোট ছেলের সাথে বিয়ে দাও ওই যে আয়সানা কি নাম ছোট ছেলের বিয়ে দিয়ে দাও তার সাথে আমি পড়াশোনা করব আমি পড়াশোনা করে পাশ করে আমি হায়ার স্টাডির জন্য ইউনিভার্সিটিতে বিদেশের ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আমি পড়তে যাব আমি বিয়ে করব না আমি পড়াশোনা করব
বাজান দিল্লি বহু দূর ওদিকে তুমি তাকাইও না লাভ হইবে না ওই মাইয়ারেই তোমার বিয়া করতে হইবে ফোন নাম্বার নেও কথা কও দরকার পড়লে দুজনে দেখা সাক্ষাৎ করো সিন পরিচয় হও আগামী মাসের যে কোনো দিন তুমি কত মোর এককানি কথা
আব্বা তোরা তো জানিস তোর আব্বার মাথা গরম যেই কথা বলে সেই কাজ না করা পর্যন্ত তার মাথাটা গরমই থাকে তাছাড়া বাবা সবার তো আর লেখাপড়া হয় না হয় বাবা যে বলছে বিয়ে শাদী কইরা বাবার ব্যবসাটা একটু দেখাশোনা কর এতে করে তোর একটা নতুন জীবন হবে একটা নতুন সংসার হবে তাই না জীবনটা একদম পাল্টায়া যাবে ঝরঝরা হয়ে যাবে তাই না আব্বা আমার কথা শুনতে হয় হ্যাঁ বাজান
আমার ভবিষ্যৎ এমনিও ভালো পড়াশোনা করলেই ভবিষ্যৎ ভালো হবে তুমি যাও এখান থেকে যাও আমার মেজাজ একটু গরম হয়ে যাচ্ছে যাও এখান থেকে যাও
তোর বাবার কথাটা একটু ভালো করে মনোযোগ দিয়ে চিন্তা কর হ্যাঁ
ভাইয়া জীবনে বহুত অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করেছ এবার জীবনের অঙ্কটা মিলাও এই যে উস্কো খুস্কো গালগুলো আছে না, চুলগুলো আছে না, ওগুলো সেলুনে গিয়ে ফেশিয়াল টেশিয়াল করে একটু মানুষ হও, বুঝছো?
জুতাগুলো না ময়লা হয়ে গেছে, এগুলো ড্রাইওয়াশ করবো আমি। ড্রাইওয়াশ করবো।
Rồi, bye bye. Nhà đi đâu qua. Rồi, phải đùa của bài tiền 36,80 tỷ. 80 80 tỷ để quay 10 lần của chứng sĩ sinh hoạt kia. Của đây sinh cũng căng ấy chứ. Của 37 ta lợi dụng á. Người thua tận lại xong rồi bay 36 bờ cái bước lại nha. Hả? Không perfect. Chuyện buồn đấy. Đó, đi. Đây, bước này. Chít này. Ui, không đấu à? Lòng rất là mở chúng ta. 2 lần có thể đi 3 lần có thể đi 4 lần 5 lần 22 đúng tiền sắp được nước màu này 39 tí năng lượng giống hải ở đây ạ, thêm 1 tí năng lượng giống nhỉ. Cái gì đấy chỉ cần nói nha. Chỉ năng lượng mà nó nên nhớ lượng vãi. Lưỡi kiếm uy lực. Ui, bây giờ hút cút rồi
ও তুমি
ডরাইছেন?
ডরাবো কেন? মাগের এরকম আটকা মায়া মনে সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই। আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ, বললে এসো শেষবার মতো চুলদারি আশ্রয় আসতে।
শুনেন, কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা, কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে।
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটার দায় আপনার উপর পড়ব। সরেন।
আরে ভাই, নাম লিখবা মানে? কি মুসিবতে বললাম, জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই।
কি করলি তুই মামা বলতো? শেষ পর্যন্ত ওই হাবলু মামার কাছে।
সরি বলছি তো, মিস্টেক হয়েছে। আর এটা খেলা না, খেলাতে হার জিত থাকি।
এই কথা তুই বলতেছিস? 3 বারের চ্যাম্পিয়ন নিলয় বলতেছে এই কথা, শেষ পর্যন্ত খেলায় হার জিত থাকেই।
হ্যাঁ বলতেছি, এবার হয় না আগামীবার হইব। আর শোন, আমাদের না বয়স বেশি হয়ে গেছে, ঠিক আছে? এখন এটা জুনিয়রদের করা কাম, আমরা অনেক সিনিয়র হয়ে গেছি।
এই দাঁড়া দাঁড়া, জুনিয়র? হ্যাঁ, কোন অ্যাঙ্গেল ওই হাবলু মামার তো জুনিয়র মনে হলো কত দেখি? এই কথা শোনার পরে ওই হাবলু মামা সানফ্লাওয়ার তেল মাইরা ঠিক ঠিক করে হাসবো। তুই এমন একটা কাজ করছিস মামা, এলাকায় মুখ দেখানোর মতো অবস্থা থাকবো না।
টাকা দিতেছি, একটা কাজ কর, বোরকা কিনা পিন্দা ঘুরতে থাক, ঠিক আছে? এলাকায় আর মুখ দেখাইতে হইব না।
দাঁড়া দাঁড়া দাঁড়া, আমার মনে হইতেছে কেউ তোরে তাবিজ করছে। তুই কখনো তো এই কথা বলার ছেলে না, কি হয়েছে কত?
কোনো তাবিজ টাবিজ কিছু না। আর শোন, আনোয়ারের রহিম বাবুর ছেড়ে আনতে পাঠাইছিলাম, কই হয়?
ভাই আসসালামু আলাইকুম ভাই।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আনোয়ার কই?
ভাই পাড়ায় কই জানি গেল গা ভাই? কামটা কি হলো ভাই? কালকে গেম রাইডা গেলেন?
যাওয়া হইছে, কাজের কথা আসি। লাইলির পার্টিতে কাচ্চি করে দিব
না ভাই, পারুম না, মাফ করে দেন ভাই। আপনার লেগে আমার জানা আছে, রুমাইয়ের লেগে আমি ভাই কাচ্চি বাচ্চি রাখতে পারবো না ভাই।
কি কই? রহিম ভাই মাথা ঠান্ডা, মাথা ঠান্ডা। তোমাদের ছাড়া হইব না তো বিষয়টা। এমন কাচ্চি খাওয়াই তুইব, মনে করো 7 দিন যাতে কেউ বাথরুম থেকে বাইর না হইতে পারে। বুঝছো না বিষয়টা? পারো না? যাও এবার রেডি করে গিয়া যাও তাড়াতাড়ি।
একটু বড় খবর হইব।
তোমরা আমগুলোকে বইতা।
আরে আমরা তো খাবোই, আগে আপ্যায়নটা করে নেই। পুরান ঢাকার ট্রেডিশন তো আপ্যায়ন করা, কি মামা?
এই তো দুধ লাইনে আইছো, এরকম লাইনে থাকলে তো কোনো সমস্যা হইতো না। খুব তো কইছিল খেলার কথা, এখন বুঝছো খেলা কি?
এখন একদম ক্লিয়ার মামা। আপনার একটু কাছে দিই। আলু দেই, আলু আলু।
না না আলু না, গোস্ত দাও, গোস্ত দাও।
এই যে গোস্ত দেই।
অনেক মজা হয়েছে। এই লাইলি দাও, লাইলি দাও।
আলু
ল ল ল ল লাইলি ল। তুমি লই বানি
খাইতা মজা তো।
তুমি একটু খাও।
সবাই আমগুলোকে খাইতা।
আরে খাবো তো, খাবার তো আছে।
আমগুলোকে খাও।
আরে মামা খান তো, আছে কিছু লাগলে বললেন কিন্তু।
মজা হয়েছে খাওয়াটা না?
আসলে
না তুলো গোস্ত ল।
এইবার লইয়া কয়বার হয়েছে?
ভাই 5 বার।
তোমার এত করে কইছি যে একটু কম কম খাও, মাগনা খাওয়ান পাইলে হুদাই হামাম করে খাও।
দুলা ভাই আমি তো মাগনা খাওয়ান খাই ভাই, আমরা তো বাজিতে জিতছি আর আমি তো পরিমাণ মতোই খাইছি। বিশ্বাস করেন দুলা ভাই, আমি নিশ্চিত ওরা খাওয়ানোর মধ্যে কিছু মিশাইছে। লাইলিও তো পরিমাণ মতো খাইছে, ওরা তো পেট নামছে শুনছি।
হ্যাঁ, মানুষের খায় কাম নাই, তোমার খাওয়ানোর লোকে কিছু মিলাইছে।
ভাই আপনি জানেন না, ওরা অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস, অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস দুলা ভাই। ওরা প্রত্যেকটা ধরে ধরে ফাঁসি দেওয়া উচিত দুলা ভাই। আমি খালি একটু সোজা হয়ে দাঁড়াইলই, তারপর দেখেন আমি রাজপথে নামবো, রাজপথে নামবো, আমি আন্দোলন করবো ওকে ফাঁসির লিগা।
যাও যাও, তুমি তোমার কানে যাও, আমি তোমার লেগে কেড়ে বয়ে থাকো।
আপনি একটু বহান ভাই।
Với nhau.
Bố của con. Em chết rồi. Dịch cơ bảo tao quay về phòng. Suy game. Cuồng đao Sojin à? Thôi đánh điểm bài gian nào phát nhỉ? Gian nào của tao đâu? Bắn gian nào vậy? Ô, gian nào nhỉ? Đây. Quên. Nhiều cực à? Nhiều cực. Được ăn bao lâu? Thế à? Gà gì? Gà đi á? Gà đi ở qua. Ai à? À, để trứng ở gà để trứng ở. Ai à, càng ấy. Mắm sông. Ôi bố. Thế à? Hết độ xa rồi, giờ hết độ xa rồi. Giờ không khác rồi, không khác. Hay à, hay không? Hắc quy chấm anh. Một em kia. Ở đâu vậy? Thua. Rồi. Phải. Ý lợn nhỉ? Đúng rồi. Hay quá. Bài của ông nào không chết để cứu sức mày không? Đâu còn cái cất gì ông ngu. Thấy đéo vậy? Ô, ngon thôi kìa. Chi bốc lui. Vì ta thiệt 1 tỷ vàng, thằng farm 1 tỷ vàng. đi. Anh cũng FPT à. Cả non. What the hell? Thằng mày nói gì với tao ấy? Chào đơn trà. Hào thì xấu đâu à? Thích xấu không? Thích xấu không? Ui, có cái thằng này chat trong game Roblox nó bảo tao, nó bảo là hai. Xong rồi thằng khác nói, mới đầu thằng kia hai, tao bảo là 2 watt. Xong rồi ui, xong rồi đó thằng này đi không mình farm ấy, nó bảo tao là gì? You look like a dog, tao bảo là like you, xong nó chửi bậy, xong nhiên đồng không thằng à. Xong mà Huyền học nên cái quốc tế mà broccoli ơi. Nên cái quốc tế mà. Xong rồi nó học bổng, lên nó mới phải cày học bổng đấy. Cày học bổng là đỡ tiền ấy. Không phải đâu. Nhưng... không phải em ơi, cũng có nhiều chuyện đấy. Thôi kệ Hoàng Dũng đi, kệ Hoàng Dũng đi. Coi có tập đoàn đúng không? Anh thực sự là nhà sử dụng Huyền cũng nhiều chuyện, một chút nhiều vấn đề đấy. Anh biết mà, anh biết nhiều hơn Cường ấy. Không em ơi. Mai anh kể, thôi bao giờ sang em anh kể nhá. Bye bye broccoli. Chuyện chín mà, chuyện này tao đánh tao không được biết đâu. tao nghe từ một người tâm sự với Huyền, là biết đấy là ai rồi. Biết ai luôn đấy. Ôi hỏng thận đấy. Mọi người, no condom sẽ đi ấy, sự GG 10 vợ tỷ con. Lâu con đường mà đi chơi như thằng Long ấy thì có mà ra phả hình tròn. Thằng Long tí thì chơi em họ. Để không biết đấy là em họ, thấy họ giống nhau, xong rồi về mới check lại, xong rồi biết là em họ. Chưa nhớ chịu được. Bạn Cường. Bạn đại học Cường mà. Ui, lại sự binh sĩ linh ấy. Rồi nhót nhá. Bây giờ để là bình thường sao? Quý à. Đây, anh sẽ đọc cho em dấu hiệu của bệnh bạch hầu nhé. 1. Giả mạc hai bên thành họng, có màu trắng ngà, xám đen, dai dính, dễ chảy máu, đau họng khàn giọng, sưng hạch bạch, huyết ở cổ, khó thở hoặc thở thanh, chảy nước mũi, sốt và ớn lạnh. Thôi 20 lên rồi, đi một thẻ vũ ạ. Thẻ mà sạch. Đi về tôi cũng đi về ngủ cũng được. Đâu. Đi được không vậy? Đi được không vậy broccoli? Nanh à? Nanh nó cũng nào? Không sao, bác xe buýt đi học cũng được. Yes. Đi học từ